Hi friends, I'm Ala and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm really happy to see you again on my channel, and today we will talk about how to improve your art and how to go from a bad art to good art. Today I will share with you several tips that will help you to improve your artistic skills to a higher level. Let's move on. The first tip that I would like to give you is that you have to practice. I know that this is not a huge tip that I would give you, and maybe everywhere and everyone is telling you that you have to practice, but believe me, that practicing, it means a lot. If you will practice at least 45 minutes to up to an hour for 12 weeks in a row, you will see a huge difference. I know that many of you are saying that I'm not an artist. There are people that are born artists. Nobody is born an artist. Everyone has the same skills at the beginning. The difference is that some of the people like more to paint and they dedicate more time to paint, and for this reason they are practicing. They even don't feel that they are practicing. They are doing it because they like it and they are following their dreams. For example, a kid who loves to sing is singing every day. A kid who loves to paint, he will paint every day, and he won't take it like a goal. He would would enjoy this process. What I mean by practicing, I want you to enjoy the process. Practice, practice, and practice. It is true that I made fine arts school, and I have a background of 5 years at school of fine arts. But it doesn't mean that you, without a background, school background, won't have the same level of drawing as mine or even better one, because you just need to practice. For example, in my life, I had a gap of 6 years that I haven't painted at all. This gap felt a lot on my side, because after 6 years of not drawing anything, when I started to paint, it was like starting from zero. It is true that I had a theoretical part in my head and that I remembered a lot of things, but it is not the same that you remember theoretical part and you're not practicing. I started over again to practice all my skills to paint and to draw it again. At a certain point, if you are starting today, and if I'm not practicing for the next 2 or 3 years, and you are practicing a lot for the next 2 or 3 years, you can higher your level up, even higher than mine. This is the thing about practicing. The second tip is that you have to overcome your mental blocks. The thing is that sometimes we have a lot of blocks that we are not good enough, we are not drawing enough, and that we are not enough. And you have to feel that you are more than enough, you are drawing more than enough, and your drawings are completed, are a good way, you're expressing yourself. Everyone is expressing their feelings and emotions in their own way. You don't have to follow your mental blocks. You have to understand that every day is the process of learning. And sometimes something won't come up today, but it will come up tomorrow. And if you will practice, so the first tip, and coming up with the second tip, that you won't block yourself when something is not coming up, you will understand that you are doing a great job and you are painting very well. And yes, here I'm coming to the third tip. Don't compare your works with other works. I know that Instagram and a lot of social media is filled with amazing arts, amazing masterpieces. And every time we are scrolling down and we are looking into these amazing pieces of art, we think, okay, what I'm doing, I know, I feel the same. And you start to feel frustrating, and here comes your mental blocks, and here you stop practicing. You see the following? Very important that you never ever compare with anyone else. As you don't want to be compared as a person, as a personality with other people, don't compare your art with other people. Every artist is in their own way and on their own path. Nobody is perfect. And I'm sure that the artist that you think that it is amazing is painting amazingly. Think about another artist. That other artist is amazing with painting, and he's not drawing very well. You see, everyone have this kind of mental blocks that I'm not good enough. But you have to understand that by practicing at least 45 minutes or 1 hour per day, removing your mental blocks and not comparing your art with other artists will help you to improve your job every day. You cannot compare your works that you started for 1 year to paint with somebody who has 10 years experience and with somebody who has 12 years of school background of fine arts, or with somebody who had worked in this field for more than 20 years. So please don't compare your works, never ever, with other artists. You are good enough, you create a great job, and if you're practicing, you will get even better results. And moving on with the fourth tip, you attend master classes of other artists. Yes, you don't compare your work with the artist, another artist, but you follow these artists if you like him or her works. You follow her master classes or his master classes, and you learn their tricks, their tips, how they improve their work. Every artist has a lot to share with you. And for example, something that I'm doing in one way, other artists will do it in another way. And this is amazing that you will come up to a masterclass, you will work along with this artist, and you will learn their techniques that they use in painting or in drawing, because in this way, you in 1 hour can learn something that this artist had to learn in several years. And this is amazing. This fourth tip is that you don't have to compare your art with this artist, but the best way is that you learn, you take the knowledge from this artist to you, and now you have access to the worldwide artists who can share with you amazing tips and tricks and to learn something new. My fourth tip is attend master classes of the artists who have a great background in artistic field. And my fifth and last tip for you for today is buy quality supplies. I know you will say, okay, it is easy to say to you because you are painting very beautifully and you are not worried to spend some paper or some painting for a painting that you are doing, for a masterpiece that you are doing. And that I'm painting something horrible. I don't want to waste money on the paper or on the paintbrushes and to have it painted really bad. The answer is no. Even if you think that you are not painting good enough, you have to use a quality supplies. When you are using high quality supplies, the result is even better. And it is clearly seen when you are using a good supply, because when you are using different techniques in watercolors, you need a proper paper. If the paper is wrong and it is not enough for this watercolors or for this technique, you want to get the result that you are seeing on the other artist's work. And obviously, other artists' work will look prettier than yours because you are not using the same supplies. About the supplies, I will have another specific video and will share with you which supplies we have to use to work on watercolors. If you want to initiate as an artist, you have to spend some money in quality supplies. It will show up with a great result. You won't be so frustrated about the results, and it will be so much easier for you to understand the medium, the colors. I think that all these 5 tips will help you to improve hugely your work, your results in art. And if you have any other tips that you would like to share with anybody, leave a comment. I will be happy to hear your thoughts on this video. Bye, thank you.